Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, your bullish host has arrived, my friend. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Do we care? We've got a little bit to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are going to address a stock that's going to move all markets because Nvidia will be declaring its earnings at the close of tomorrow's market. This is a big thing. Why? Because it's going to dictate as to whether or not AI's demand is still continuing. A lot of people have said that this AI is just a little bit of a bubble, but tomorrow we will know if Nvidia is truly going to be the leader. And with a market cap of over $2.5 trillion, it kind of looks like things are looking very favorable for them. And the $1,000 price target that I'm looking for may be on the cards. That's only if they do successfully hit their estimates and more tomorrow. Tonight, we're going to just break down a couple of stories with regards to that. A few short sellers have been smacked across the face with Bitcoin's price action. Now they're talking about Bitcoin 100K. Bitcoin only... Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. But anyways, we'll talk about that very shortly. And then, of course, still the same old story with Ethereum. Not much happening there, other than the fact that they're so close towards that $4,000 mark that it's Ethereum speculation of the ETF itself is really starting to come into play. So let's just get with the program, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing well this evening. I am not my normal self. I'm struggling to even look into this camera. So let's just get with the program on tonight. So here we go, guys. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me well, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, then. Yep. Wait, yeah, look. And Nvidia weighted 5% of the S&P. I don't think it will move all markets at all. Highly doubtful. Well, OG, listen, we've got to look at what it did before and what it's been doing. And the couple of news articles that we're going to make reference to in a split second pretty much dictates that when you've got a customer such as Amazon that plans to change its order Nvidia super chip, they want the super chip. So that's effectively telling Nvidia that you've got money coming to you later on. Delay from the world's biggest cloud computing provider gives investors jitters over a potential air pocket in demand for AI chips. They're just going to spike the prices. Okay? They're planning to use Nvidia's most advanced super chip to wait for more powerful new model as investors fret about a dip in demand between the 2.3 trillion chip maker product cycles. He's a businessman. The guy wears a leather jacket, all right? He ain't wearing no suit. He knows exactly how to hustle this environment, okay? But check this out. Listen to what's going on across the board. ASML, TSMC, can disable machines if China invades Taiwan. Do you understand why this is important? Because the same super chips that Nvidia is going to be selling over to Amazon, all right? They're coming from these sort of companies, the manufacturers per se, all right? Firms can remotely shut off advanced EUV chip-making machines. That's crazy, man. Now, the US is like, oh, I'm not too keen about that. You know, that could be a little bit of a problem. So if China plans on invading Taiwan, well, the machines that they're going to try and use to effectively do that, they're just going to shut off. That's where we are right now, guys. This is the new war, okay? Old war is invading a country on foot or just sending drones out. Pretty much what we've got with Russia and Ukraine and, of course, the tensions overseas in the Middle East. All right, those are old scale wars. This is a new war right now. We're going into a digital war like this, where you want to play with fire, we'll cut you off. Can you imagine the impact that would have? But regardless of whatever's going on across seas and all this tension, it's all happening in the semiconductors business, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I think that this whole story with Nvidia is going to smash it. I believe Nvidia is going to kill it. I really do think Nvidia is going to hit with its earnings. They're talking about the first quarter revenue expected to surge first quarter as AI trade faces latest test. All right, so this is where they are going to be tested. Is their business really doing as good as they're saying it's going to be? But they're expecting a nice little move up when it comes to that, okay? But that's really important for us to take into consideration because if we actually just go over to Nvidia's price action itself, just roll over and have a look at that. Here we go. I mean, this was the hourly. Just go to the daily. Look at that. Getting ready to break out. $967.66. Getting ready to break out. 2% from its pivot. Like, this thing is on. But the thing is, right, we've got to be very careful here. Because volume down below on the daily here, it's not really heavy. They're not really loading up on volume. I'd like to see more volume above the moving average here. This is the 50-day average of volume. And if it goes above this red 50-day, then that would suggest that accumulation is happening if it's blue. So a blue positive reading would be an accumulation day. Negative would be a pink bar, which would be effectively a distribution day. Okay? So just take that into consideration. Look, volume is it's really down. But that's only because of what's going on tomorrow, all right? They're waiting for the news announcements tomorrow with regards to Nvidia. And, of course, we've got the FOMC Fed minutes tomorrow as well. So that's going to be a market mover. But here we go. Look at this. $85 million worth of shorts liquidated. My head is burning. $85 million worth of shorts as a bull flag sparks 100K Bitcoin. Well, where's this bull flag? Let's have a look at this bull flag right here. Okay. So obviously it's on the higher time frames. We kind of caught, I hope the guys in the platinum membership caught this move to the downside, because I shared this morning on Bitcoin. Wanted to see Bitcoin try and sweep the daily open to effectively try and come down towards the 68,911. And we actually got 69,128. So that wasn't too bad for Bitcoin. We also projected that Ethereum was going to continue up, which effectively she did. We wanted to see a little bit of a retrace, but she held out really well and ended up taking the 3,800 zone itself. So let's just go and have a look at that for Ethereum. Yeah, she clipped that 3,842 even more. Look, the retrace was barely minimal. She came up and now she's come back down to retrace. And this is what you're probably going to find with Ethereum as well. She is going to be doing this up and down business because of what's going on with this ETF. Look, the Ethereum price source, spot ETF rumor. How are the options market positioned? Are they expecting it? So here we go. So we go into the article. It says that increasing odds of our spot Ethereum ETF approval to 75%, up from 25%. Hearing chatter this afternoon that the SEC could be doing 180 on this increasingly political issue. So now everyone's scrambling like us elsewhere, assumed they'd be denied to see. Okay, so, right. So that's pretty interesting. But then it also puts things into perspective over here. $1 billion was poured into spot Bitcoin ETFs last week. So the money's starting to come back in. And if they're going to repeat the same story as they did before with Bitcoin, we're probably going to see Ethereum hit that all-time high. It only makes sense for it to come into play because everyone's just too excited about it. They're now just correlating history, all right? What it was like for Bitcoin is most likely going to be exactly the same for Ethereum as well, okay? So go back into the setups as well. Just having a look at Solana. I want to see how Solana fared out today. Well, Solana didn't quite... Well, actually, no, it didn't. Where is it? Yeah, it actually came down into a very interesting block zone. And they haven't invalidated the setup yet, but they are actually sticking to the plan of what we anticipate them, what we wanted to see them do today. So we did okay with the rest of the gang as well. So that was okay. I'm still in line for Solana to try and make a move up, ladies and gentlemen. That's the truth right there. But it's all down to how this area holds out. So that's going to be very important as well. Okay. Now, listen, if you aren't a platinum member at all, guys, anyone that is a new member gets 20% off the Traders Reality Platinum membership. So go to tradersreality.com and we provide setups like these every single day. It's across 6 asset classes. So it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Euro, gold, and oil. And during the New York Live, after the New York Live, we do the NASDAQ and the S&P, which the S&P and the NASDAQ today did pull a nice little number today on us. Where is it? Let's just go and have a look at that. There she is. Look, nice snap reversal back up. I wanted to see them try and come down. They didn't come down too much, but they made the snap reversal up to sweep the liquidities up there. And then the S&P itself playing, look, man, 1, 2, 3 hits at the highs. They're trading at all-time highs, man. Like, this is crazy. And then we go into Bitcoin itself, and we can see that it's, I mean, answering your questions. I asked you guys a few questions earlier on about your positions. you know, your longs. Did anyone take a profit? At least, please tell me someone took a profit. Can someone tell me that you did that? Video 3 hits to high a day. That means you go long 100%. Wow. I didn't trade today. I traded this morning. I traded this morning on the S&P, and I only made $800 plus with Ethereum's trade as well. So we come out with about $2,000 today on just trading, but don't want to be trading before FOMC minutes. And of course, with the Nvidia. The Nvidia news announcements will tell us if Bitcoin can go for the all-time high. That's what I believe. I genuinely believe that they're going to rock the markets if they do really well. There'll be two reasons why the market's going to perform well. Okay. And we got to look at it from that perspective. We ate, bro. Everybody eating. Yeah. Is everyone eating well? Yeah. Wicked. That's good. Yeah. I'm a retail trader, never take profits. That's funny. Nah, man. Pay yourselves as and when, ladies and gentlemen. Get with the flavor of paying yourselves. It's a good feeling to pay yourselves. Just take that into consideration, you know? But yeah, looking at BTC itself, guys, we've just got to be careful going into tomorrow because it will be a volatile day tomorrow with the Fed minutes. And the idea is that if we do not get any scope of them cutting the interest rates, and if they do say that we're going to cut, then happy days. That's just going to be even more positive news going into the marketplace tomorrow. Okay? So if you're going to get yourselves ready to trade that, maybe if you are going to trade Nvidia or if you're going to trade the S&P and the NASDAQ, then just get yourselves ready for it, okay? With that being said, of course, we are partnered with a new exchange now, ladies and gentlemen, a proper exchange in my opinion, and it's taken a little while to really find the right exchange. This is BTCC. You may have seen me do a video on it. I have not been paid by this company at all. There have been many companies that have come out to me and said to me, please mention us, do this, do that. Nah, man, there's no regulation. You guys are a little bit funny. I'm not really down for that, okay? But we decided to get involved with BTCC. We went to see them yesterday. So this is our new exchange. So you'll be seeing these guys. And we are going to be doing a AMA with the guys from BTCC. So if you haven't joined the Discord, get involved and join the Traders Reality Discord so you can join that where anyone can ask questions about this exchange. They've been going for 12 years and I had no idea. I didn't stumble across it. It was Mike that stumbled across it and said to me, Tino, check this out. Do you know what BTCC is? I said, no. And he says, this exchange has been going for 12 years. I was like, okay, then why have I never heard of them? You know, so seems like it's a good place to start your trading because you can actually trade NASDAQ, S&P, and stocks. That's why I'm looking at this. Here we go. These are where you can trade Nvidia, Apple, Google, all the main guys, and Coca-Cola. Who would trade Coca-Cola? Doesn't make sense. But anyways, so that's it. Yeah. Everything you need is in the description of this video to join up with these guys. All right? Cool. Yeah, the British Touring Car Championship. Yeah, but the difference is BTCC actually has a dot. If I'm correct, where is it? Is that? There is a dot. There is a dot. I know there's a dot. I saw the dot. It says BTCC. Jesus, man, my brain is fried. Coca-Cola is the XRP of the stock market. That is correct, my friend. That is very much true. That is very true. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm going to suggest to you all tonight, okay, is just be prepared for tomorrow, all right? We'll be going live again in the New York session, but I wouldn't expect too much to happen in the Asian session this evening because we're waiting for the Fed minutes tomorrow, and of course, we've got Nvidia earnings announcements. So the markets are going to be a little bit quiet. You'll see a little bit of movement, but nothing like what we've had over the last couple of days. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, anything that I've mentioned tonight, go check it out in the description of this live stream. Be sure to like and subscribe on the way out. I've got to get myself some sleep. I'll be checking in with you all tomorrow morning. Take care of yourselves, gang. Mad love. Peace. Oh, no.